Hello everyone, and welcome back to Learning English with Mr. Muse. So, in our last video, we used Poplet to begin our mind map and wrote down a few key characteristics of the setting Camp Green Lake. Before we start, I want you to take a guess as to why the main character would go to such a place. Please submit your guesses at Poll Everywhere. We will look at a few responses and then see if you got it right. Those are some fantastic guesses, and today we're going to find out. We will also talk about Stanley Yelnats, the main character, and Mr. Sir. So I now have the Poplet up from our last video on the screen. This time I want you to read on your own and write down the characteristics about Stanley and Mr. Sir. I also want you to attempt to write down anything that might explain why Stanley went to Camp Green Lake using Poplet model, because we're going to be adding to it. Please pause the video and follow the link in the description to read chapters 2, 3, and 4 on your own. That was a lot of reading. I hope you're able to take good notes. We're first going to talk and write about Mr. Sir, and then I'll have you write about Stanley on your own. What is your opinion of Mr. Sir, and why? Be sure to use the characteristics used in the book to explain your answer using Poll Everywhere. Mr. Sir didn't seem like much of a good guy, did he? Well, let's come over here to Poplet and write down a few of characteristics that y'all have listed in your opinions of him. So, since Mr. Sir is a character, we're going to come over here to the character box and create a new Poplet and name it Mr. Sir. Then let's talk about his appearance. Things that Stanley noticed about him, was able to see. So, what did he wear? He wore a cowboy hat and sunglasses. So we're going to write those down. What else was Stanley able to notice about him? He had a tattoo. What was it of? A rattlesnake on his arm. So let's write that down as well. And then there was one more thing. What did Mr. Sir carry around with him everywhere? A sack of sunflower seeds. Was there anything else that was mentioned in the book that might give a little bit more description to Mr. Sir? He used to smoke, so he probably has a more raspy voice. So let's come over here. and say that he used to smoke. And he smoked a lot. He said, what was it? A pack a day? Not healthy. And we said that that he probably has a raspy voice because of that. All right. Let's see. And let's talk a little bit about his personality. So for this one, we're mostly going to say that he's pretty strict. So we're going to write that in. And we're also going to talk about his job or role at Camp Green Lake. So whenever new boys come in, he signs them in from the guard and tells them about what they're going to be doing at Camp Green Lake and give them some of the rules. So it kind of works with administration. Now, they're also going to talk about this a little bit further in the book, but I'm going to go ahead and write this out. He's also considered a counselor. Alright, now that we have most of our ideas, I'm going to show you a cool trick. What we're going to do is turn this little mind map here into an outline. Alright, so as you can see here, we have Mr. Sir, person that we're going to be talking about, and we have categories. We got his job or role, his appearance, and personality. We have these all lined up to better organize our ideas. Next time, we're going to be talking about the next stage of the writing process, drafting. Thank you for watching and come back.